Welcome to my channel. This love reading is for the signs of Sagittarius for the period of 15th of September up until the 30th of September 2018. This is for the Sagittarius sign. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and leaving comments to the channel. Thank you for supporting me and giving a generous donation this week. Thank you. It really keeps the channel going. Um, this is for you guys. If you would like to book a private reading with me, check the description box below. Um, sorry, I'm just gonna move something. Check the description box below. It will give you details of my website and my Facebook page. You can send me a message on Facebook to ask anything about the service and my schedule for the next 2 weeks. Otherwise, this goes straight to the website, book the reading, and I will receive the message and confirm to you. And there we go for that. All right. So this is for Sagittarius sign for 15th to 30th of September 2018. I really tried. I'm gonna take this. Try to make the video as close to the date as possible, as you know, it gives me more connection to the crowd as we go forward to today. So I'm doing this on the 15th. So yeah, one more card, please. This is for Sagittarius. So yes, yeah, I try to do the reading close to the date so that I get the freshest um insights and energy to, you know, for the reading. So this is where you are right now, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm just gonna put it there. What's crossing Sagittarius, please? This is a love reading, 15 to 30th for Sagittarius sign. What's crossing Sagittarius? Challenges. All right, it comes in reverse. So right now, Sagittarius, you are the knight of the nine of um cups in reverse, the nine of cups in reverse. And then what's crossing you is the King of Pentacles. So probably um the second week of September going to 15th up to the 30th, you're feeling like you're not you don't have a satisfaction when it comes to emotional aspect of your love relationship. It's in reverse. So it's a straightforward message that you're probably feeling down, Sagittarius, you're feeling sad. Your emotional happiness when it comes to your love connection, love relationship is not being met. That's why it's in reverse. Something is making you sad. Something is making you emotionally sad when it comes to your relationship and love connection. When it's in reverse. Um, and it has probably something to do with the King of Pentacles. This came out in reverse. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is it could be an Earth sign, or a Taurus or a Virgo, and it's in reverse. So you might be dealing, as you know, an Earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo, or this might be your energy as well, Sagittarius. So it's in reverse. It means you're emotionally sad, emotionally discontented, or not satisfied with how you communicate with your love relationship or your relationship in general because of this is this might the reason might be you're dealing with someone who is not being practical. It means, you know, the person is a bit holding back when it comes to sharing their time with you, sharing their practicality with you. It's in reverse. So it also describes a sense of feeling that you're feeling not stable. You're feeling not stable when it comes to your relationship, or it could be something to do with finances because it's in reverse. So, for example, you're not able to go out on a date because there is a financial difficulty. So you're just hanging out, in the house or just talking or just communicating. Or it could be that the King of Pentacles in reverse is a person that, it's not a bit open about sharing their time with you. If, or doesn't give a, doesn't doesn't exert an effort. This time converted to pentacles in a love reading, I always refer this as effort, as time spent to another person. So your dissatisfaction, your sadness, feeling a bit down is with regards to not being, not receiving time or effort, not seeing the effort that you want from this person, not feeling um stable with this person, connection and relationship. That's why you're, feeling a bit down and dissatisfied. Now let's move on to the reading. So that's the base of the story that I see in here. Um, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. What else could I sense? The King of Pentacles. This might describe, insecurities. Um, Insecurities as well. So you might be feeling down and dissatisfied because you feel like you're insecure. Insecure comes with there's so many reasons why we are insecure. We're insecure because our partner is spending a lot more time in watching TVs and movies or spending more time with their own whereabouts, hobbies, and all sorts of stuff that is not spent with you. So that could also be an insecurity that you felt, and the reason why you're feeling sad and feeling down. But basically, it is something to do with time spent, you going out, going, forwards and receiving backwards. There's something about that love relationship, love connection that you were not satisfied, you're feeling sad. It's not giving you a complete happiness when it comes to, you know, time spent to another person, effort given back to you. Some sort of like that. It creates insecurity. It could also describe, someone is more control of their time. Someone is a bit dominating. it You're feeling sad and you're feeling dissatisfied or disappointed in general, not feeling great because you might be dealing with someone who controls the time, who has more power of the time and decision making on how you guys see each other or how you guys communicate with each other. I felt like this person you're dealing with or you has more power or control over how you guys spend time with each other, and it's not feeling, it's not making you feeling great, and it is resulting for some sort of insecurities. I felt like, I sense in here is that you're mostly waiting for this person to come back, to reply, to confirm. It is as if you are always on the waiting game. That's why you felt like this person has more control over you, and it creates insecurities. All right. So yeah, as I said, that's the base and that's the story. Now let's move forward 15 to 30th, on what would be the insights and information that we will get on how to counter this feeling. So this is your card. So the world is in upright position. So it means that So this is, your concerns and worries and where you are right now. So this is I felt like something that you have completed, something that you have the world is in right position. This is a completion. Okay. This is feeling like one cycle of event has completed, has has made its turn, and a new one needs to begin. Okay. So yeah, so I felt like this is in connection to what you feel. So probably 15th to 30th of September, you have identified that how you guys spend time together, connect with each other, or show emotions to each other, share feelings with each other, share time and effort with each other. You have identified that this person has more control over you, and it creates insecurity, and you felt like you needed to complete this cycle, needs to be completed, something needs to change, and you're completing this cycle. It gives you a sense of feeling and energy 15 to 30 that this is something of a weakness for my part, and for our relationship, and probably for this person, that I need to complete and begin a new cycle, begin a new way of things, incorporate a new ways in thinking of how this feeling of being sad, feeling of not great and not satisfied, be improved as you go to 15 to 30th and onwards. So you felt like you wanted to complete this, and then someone is gonna, communicate with you, or you is going to communicate with them. So you're looking over completing this cycle, completing this um sort of setup, sort of feeling like you wanted to step out and complete um this feeling of like, 'cause the world in upright position, when it's completed, it is also a closure. Okay, so what I sense in here is a closure of this chapter of your relationship, not to break up, or but you gain some insights. That's probably the reason why you're watching this video, is you gain some insights, and you understand why. When you understand your feelings and yourself, on why do you feel sad, not your emotional happiness is not being met by this person, of how you guys communicate and spend with each other, effort back, and the effort back and forth, return of investment, emotions. You felt like this needs to complete it, and this needs to be a closure of how you guys, or you communicate, or how you execute this sort of relationship and communication. You felt like you needed to complete this, that it needs to be closed and start a new one. And the page of cup is there, which support what I say, that you or the other person would communicate, because pages are messenger. Um, but the thing with page of cup is, this is a bit of immature message. Sometimes this is, I always see this as, not indecisive, but there's a lot of interpretation. Okay, this is pages are messenger, cups is emotion, so it is a message of love. It is a message that would give you a sense of thrill. In most cases, this is a pleasant message, but there is always a lot of ways to interpret their message, or it could also be taken in a lot of meaning. It depends on how this is expressed to you, and it depends on how you receive this message. But the message is probably about, it has a good intention, but it will have a lot of interpretation for you and for him or for her. So the bottom line is that when this message comes to you, or when this emotion is expressed to you, or you are planning to express how you feel, the dissatisfaction that you felt on how you guys execute and share time and effort and communication with each other, You need to be straightforward. You need to be specific. You know, it's I felt like because the three of wands is in reverse, so it means that and it's in the world. The three of wands, sorry, the three of wands is in reverse in the world, and what's in between is the page of cups. So if you would be expressing yourself, if you're planning to express your feelings, yourself with this person on how dissatisfied you are, on the effort he or she gives to you, the effort or the time it takes for him or her to reply, you have to make sure that your expression, your communication is on point. It shouldn't be it should be on point. It should be clear. Because that's the thing with the page of cups. Sometimes it's misinterpreted. Sometimes, when we don't like what's happening with our life, especially with our relationship, we get a bit of emotional and stress that the way we express it, the other person will misunderstood it as complaining or as needy. Whereas if we will be able to master or practice the way we express our concerns and worries in our complaints, in short, in a good way, then that person will have a bit of understanding. Will have an understanding that where we come from is love. Remember that. When you don't feel good, you need express what you feel and what will make you happy. Not only that, but when you express your concerns, worries in a good way, not in a needy, demanding, or ego, you would not only understand, no, you would not only help yourself to unleash or to unload the feelings of dissatisfaction, you will also be able to understand the person, on why he or she is not replying that quick or why he or she is not spending a lot of time with you. So this three card is simply telling you that if you are planning to express your concerns and dissatisfaction, in general with this relationship or this love communication, if you're not yet together, if you're not yet in a relationship, you need to be on point on what you want, what you express. Otherwise you won't, move progress, and if you express this, this concern, be on point, be specific. Don't sound like you are complaining. Make sure that the way you communicate, you send and express your message, it should always come from love. For example, um, I haven't heard for you for the last 2 hours. You haven't replied to me. Could you, I really miss you. I hope you would reply more often, something of like that, rather than um, you know, confronting like, why haven't you replied to me? I've been waiting for you for 2 hours. So you have to find a way to express what your concerns in a way that it's always coming from love, okay, from kindness, so that the other person would receive it in kindness and love as well. And his reply would be of the same energy and vibration. He or she wouldn't be annoyed because you don't sound demanding. He or she would just understand it as okay, this person just really needs, n- needs me to reply because he or she missed me, and things would be of the same page with you when you are able to master on how you communicate. So the page of cups here is either you will communicate a message of love or you will receive a message of love. Okay, a message with regards to discussing um, time and effort. One person not being happy on how the other person express his time, her time, or exert effort and prioritize this relationship. So this needs to be completed. Okay, this needs to be resolved, and you're looking for closure on this kind of pattern and cycle. You want to express this, your concerns, or this person will come towards you and express it. So make sure that if this communication comes and the topic and the subject is about this, you make sure to be on point. You make sure your intention is clear. All right, because if it's not clear, if it's not on point, you know, you will not move forward. It will happen again. So to complete this and to have a closure on whatever dissatisfaction you're feeling about this person or this relationship, on time management, on effort exerting back and forth, feeling equally loved and reciprocated. You need to express it, or this person need to express it on the spot, what you really want, not sounding needy, complaining, and ego. It should always come from love. And when you do that, the sun is there. The sun is there. So, the Knight of Wands is in reverse and the Star is in reverse. Because this is the energy at the bottom of the page of cups. When you express your message, it should be on point, straightforward, and it should be coming from love. It shouldn't be, as what I've described you before. Do not be the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this is an in and out energy. It's in reverse. It goes along what I said with the page of cups. It should be on point. Don't confuse. Just say straightforward. Your energy should be one-sided, one message, one kindness, one love. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, you have to be on point. Once this is completed, once you express your concern in a loving way, in a loving manner, the sun is there. You know, the star card is in reverse. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. It is next to the Three of Wands in reverse. Because yeah, if you're not able to express it well, to raise your concerns and worries in a loving, in a kind way, you wouldn't be able to move forward. This cycle will happen again, and faith. You wouldn't have like your faith with this love and love with this love relationship or with this love connection is being tested, something of like that. So yes, that's the sense of energy I feel is that I also sense that when you express your concerns, when you receive this message, you have to pay attention. Yeah, it's the same message. You have to pay attention. Be direct but warm and caring on how you express your concerns so that this person will understand you. Um, yeah, this is some sort of a nudge or a heads up with you because if you're planning to express something, be because the page of cups is immature because you could probably having hesitation on how you will express this concern. So this reading, this video is giving you a nudge, a heads up, like make sure that when you communicate, it should be a straightforward energy, a mature communication, something that is spot on, clear message, and it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be, it shouldn't start a fight, all right? You shouldn't fight. You should just really have to express what you feel. It comes from love, just to clear out and understand why you feel this way, why you're emotionally dissatisfied with this person, but it shouldn't be in a fighting or confrontation. All right. So, yeah, so once you've done that, once you've expressed what you feel, you should make closure and make understand this person, this relationship on what your expectation is, and close it off, complete this off and start a new, start a new cycle, the world completion, start a new cycle with a new understanding of each other, of how time management and effort is back and forth towards the relationship or towards your love communication. So the sun is there. Once this is completed, a new cycle needs to begin with a new understanding, and everything is fine. But again, it depends on the initial conversation that you will have. Make sure that it's not in and out. Make sure that it is consistent and it shouldn't be immature. It should be coming from love, not in a fighting, not in a confrontation, not in a demanding way. Okay. So good luck to you, Sagittarius. This is your 15% 30th love reading. I hope and I pray that it progress so that by the 30th you will all be happy and shining and bright like the sun. If you would like to book a private reading with me, box below. And see you soon again next time. Thank you for your support in love and light.